What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Greg back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, we talk about fragrance related topics, so there's something that you're interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload. All right, today we're going to do somewhat of a review on a fragrance that I guess you can say I don't really hear too many people talk about anymore. I did hear people talk about it in the past, but I do feel like a lot of people have forgotten about it, and for good reason. We've had a lot of fragrances come out over the years that some people may consider to be better than this, or just kind of make them forget about it. And the fragrance that we're going to be talking about today is from the House of Creed, and it's Silver Mountain Water. All right, so with this fragrance right here, it can get really overlooked simply because there's a lot of Creed fragrances. And for some of you guys who have been watching my videos, you know that I am a Creed fanatic. I love Creed and always will love Creed, no matter what they say, no matter if the prices are, a little bit too high, and sometimes the performance is not the best. But besides all that, this fragrance right here, Silver Mountain Water, actually gets overlooked simply because Creed has a lot of great fragrances, and most of them are really popular. You have some like, obviously, Aventus, which is one of the most popular fragrances. You have Green Irish Tweed, which a lot of people love. You have Millesime Imperial, which a lot of people love, including me. But this fragrance right here, I really honestly don't hear a lot of people talk about Silver Mountain Water ever. Like in the past year or two, I really haven't heard anyone talk about this fragrance. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to shine some lights on this classic. So let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a note breakdown on Silver Mountain Water, and then I'll just let you guys know what I get from it, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about it, okay? So the note breakdown is bergamot, mandarin orange, green tea, black currant, musk, petitgrain, sandalwood, and galbanum. So to me, this fragrance is what I would consider to be a fresh fragrance with a luxurious touch to it. And what I mean by that is, yes, we have so many fragrances out here that are fresh and clean and smell great, mass pleasing and things like that. But honestly, a lot of those fragrances are just basic. They're very simple and they don't really have any character to them. This fragrance is a fragrance that is fresh, but it has character. It has a luxurious factor about it that I really, really enjoy. And you really get that from a lot of the Creed fragrances. So I wouldn't expect anything different from Silver Mountain Water. Now, when I first smelled this, you do get that brightness up top. You do get those citrus notes up top. And honestly, to me right away, it does get musky, which I honestly really like. I like musky fragrances. So that's not an issue for me. But that brightness and that citrus factor, it's there. And it does stay pretty much throughout the whole entire fragrance, but it's not as pronounced as it is when you first spray it on. Like immediately, that's what you're getting. And then also that black currant does start to kick in, which is something that's a little bit of a signature note when it comes to Creed fragrances. And I actually enjoy it. I feel like in the Creed fragrances, that's what gives it that luxurious feel sometimes, that black currant. It does come across sweet and fruity, but it's not like an extra fruity note, an extra sweet note. It's just right. Then it actually starts to get a little bit powdery in my opinion. And I really, really enjoy that. It's not like a baby powder or like a makeup powder. It's just a nice, smooth, powdery feel that really gives this fragrance a uniqueness when it comes to a fresh fragrance. Now, when we're talking about performance with this one, man, a lot of people say that they don't get good performance from Silver Mountain Water. For me, I actually do get good performance. When I spray this on maybe 4 or 5 times, I smell it all day. I smell it at the end of a work day, an 8 to 10 hour day. I still do smell it at the end of the day, but that could be because I do have an older bottle. You guys know with Creed, with the new formulations, the performance is not that good, but it does get better as you let it sit on the shelf. So I wouldn't let that scare you away from actually going and trying fragrances or even buying fragrances from the House of Creed. But yeah, performance wise for me, I get 8 to 10 hours with this, no problem. Now let's talk about the setting, man, because like I said, this is a luxurious, fresh fragrance. It's a fragrance that to me is uplifting, but at the same time calming, if that makes any sense. Wearing this fragrance, I can picture you being like out maybe on a nice spring day, maybe with a fresh linen suit on, maybe with some sandals on, just enjoying the day, being in nature outdoors. That's kind of what I see this as. But you can also put on a white t-shirt, some jeans, dress it up, even with a suit. This fragrance does that. That's what I'm saying. It's a fresh fragrance, but it has that luxurious factor about it that allows you to wear it in many situations, whether you dress down, dressed up, a suit, a linen suit, a white t-shirt, some jeans. This fragrance right here does it all, man. And that's a good thing about this fragrance. I would even say that it has enough strength to even be worn in cooler weather. I think if you put on maybe a couple of more sprays, it can actually do well in cooler weather. But overall, it is a fragrance that is for like springtime and summertime. Now, as you see in the title, I said, could this actually be the best Creed fragrance? You guys know I did a video a while back telling you that Royal Oud was actually my favorite Creed fragrance, and that actually still stands today. It's still my favorite fragrance from the House of Creed. But I think overall, this actually could be one of the best fragrances from the House of Creed. You have Aventus, but Aventus is a fragrance that honestly, even though a lot of people like it, it's not for everybody. You do have Royal Oud, but honestly, believe it or not, a lot of people don't actually like Royal Oud. You got Green Irish Tweed, but to me, Green Irish Tweed is a fragrance that's just been overdone. It's a little bit linear in my opinion, but I still like it. But to me, it's not as unique. It's a little bit linear, like I said. But this one right here, man, it really just hits all cylinders. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can wear this in cool weather. Even though it's a fresh fragrance and it is for, warmer weather, I feel like you can pull this off in cool weather. Like I said, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. No matter how you dress, you can wear this fragrance. It's a dumb reach fragrance. It's a fragrance that you can wear as a daily driver, as a signature scent. And it's a fragrance that honestly has a uniqueness that you don't smell all the time. I mean, it's countless fragrances that smells like Aventus. There are a couple of fragrances that smells like Royal Oud. But with this one, you can count on probably one hand on how many fragrances have actually been cloned after this one. So that's a good thing, which adds to the uniqueness. You're not gonna smell like everybody when you're wearing this. So would I say it's the best Creed fragrance out there? No. But I think it is at the top, top 5, maybe even the top 3 Creed fragrance that they have in their collection, simply because it hits all cylinders and it's very versatile and you can wear it in a lot of different situations, okay? All right, so that's gonna wrap up this video. I just did something quick because a lot of people don't really talk about Silver Mountain Water anymore, and I did. I wanted to go ahead and shine some light on that fragrance. Just kind of remind you of a classic in my opinion, so you can pull it out the back of your collection or even just go out and try it, if you haven't heard many people talking about it. I want to know you guys' thoughts on Silver Mountain Water. Do you think it's one of the best Creed fragrances out there? Do you think it's at least top 5? Or would you even say that it's your favorite? Go down in that comment section and let me know, guys. And that's it for me, man. Take care. Peace.